someday. You will get a job. You will be working. What do you want to be when you grow up?
What am I going to do? Where am I going to live? Who's going to be around me? How am I going to make money? What am I going to eat? Where are my shoes? Like, there's absolutely so many questions that are unanswered.
Just as a building must be built on a carefully planned foundation, so must your life be built on careful plans.
What are we doing with our lives?
Like, it really feels like it's now or never. Like, so many people my age and younger have achieved so much already.
This is real life, no matter what stage of life you're in. As a 3-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 15-year-old, 20, 50, whatever, that is real life for you at that point.
The thing is, as soon as we graduate, we're going to have to be completely financially independent, and it's going to be terrifying. It's kind of the first time we're completely like on our own, and it's really a first step, and you're not able to have the cushion that you were able to up until this point. So it's kind of like you're getting pushed out of the nest in a way.
It's pretty much just a steady roll downhill from here on out.
When the road ahead of you is not entirely clear, do you continue to do your best? There is no place in success for a quitter. Are you a quitter?
In this race, there's no tripping allowed. You can't trip someone to get ahead, but you just have to be the fastest.
And every day is like that. Every day is that struggle, is the step, is the crawl, is the curl up in a ball and stop for a second, is the skip all the way down to that finish line. You can't see it, but you know that it's there.
What do you expect to get out of your life work? Many would answer money. Money is important for the things that it will buy, and a certain amount of it is therefore necessary.
You know, even starting in college, I thought it'd be the best thing ever to have like a humongous house and, you know, tons of cars and like huge company and everything like that.
As important as money, however, as a return for your work, is the satisfaction that comes from doing an interesting job as well as or better than others are doing it.
Even the kids today, they think they're immediately going to come out, get a great job and have everything, and it's going to take a while. You're going to work into having everything, you know, don't expect it all at once. That's what I think the kids think. They're going to have a big car and big house and nice things all at once. It's going to take a while. Don't come overnight. It didn't for your mom and dad, and it's not going to for you, you know.
Most of the time when you see grown-ups, they're working. Working is part of being grown up.
When you're searching for work, you're fishing for a job.
To me, the ultimate goal is you want to get a job, 9 to 5 with benefits, and eventually, I think today they don't go into a job thinking, I'm going to be here 5 or 10 years from now. There's some kind of statistics that show you that you change 3 to 5 times jobs in a lifetime. I have a son who's been at one job since he graduated from college.
I was talking to my mom about that. Yeah, she said usually, her generation, they would go to one company and then work their whole lives there. Now she says for us, it's really common.
It's like 13 switches.
Yeah, just to jump around. She says 2 years, it doesn't even matter. You quit a job and no one will care. She actually says she's had people work at her company for like a day or two and then quit. And then when people called to ask for a reference, she said, oh, they were great. You know, they only worked here a day, but you know, they seem pretty great.
Yeah, it's okay if you change your mind. It's okay if you wake up one day and decide, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore.
My dream used to be just to wear a suit to work, and now I don't even like the idea of wearing a suit.
When I was like a freshman, I thought it'd be so cool to like get to wear a suit every day.
And
now I have to wear this for work, and I absolutely hate it.
When you're like constrained to this one place where you wake up and put on that same cookie-cutter button-down and that tie and those khakis and those same shoes,
all of the cars,
and you go and you sit in that that same place every day and you do the same thing. Like, I understand how that would be a nightmare. I get that.
Yeah.
I see these offices, what they call offices nowadays, every one of them in a little bitty cubicle, one right after another. When I worked in an office, my gosh, we each had our desk and our area. The officers, the gentlemen who worked there, the business, they had room. I mean, they weren't shoved into a little. It's also, I don't know. It doesn't look right to me. I wouldn't like that either if I thought I had to work like that, confined like that. We had more space to roam around.
The fisherman has the ambition to catch the game fish. In the same way, every person has the ambition someday to land the big job. In choosing your life work, there are many things to be considered. First of all, you must know yourself, your strong point, your weakness, your likes and dislikes.
Kind of changed my whole outlook on what I want to do. Like coming in as a freshman when I was like 18 years old, I was like, I want to be an English teacher in a high school classroom, preferably private. And like that's what I wanted to do. And because of the things I was exposed to here and the things that I was disappointed in or got excited about by association, like my plan has blown apart. Like I've regressed so far in thinking I know what I want to do.
I think it kind of is a state of mind, at least for me, as far as talking about your dreams for life. My dreams have tended to change as I've gotten older, and I've changed as a person too. So I kind of expect what I don't know. I expect my dreams to change. I don't know if I'll ever have one certain dream of exactly what I want to do or be, honestly, anymore.
Maybe if you find a nice job, then you start thinking about, oh, I can move up the ladder at this corporation, or if you find a lady that you like and you want to get married, you start thinking about marriage. Like I think just like dreams and things, like they constantly change and they constantly are so centered around what you're doing in your life right now.
I can't even picture what life could possibly even be like at like 30 or 40. All I can really ever just think about is like day to day. That's how like my mind is. It just frames every day.
The way I tend to look at my life a lot of times, it's like I'm in a film. It's like I'm living some kind of, and the script's not written necessarily. It's being written as I'm living.
As you're writing, you know, you are, the ideas and what you have inside you comes out on paper for the world to see. And that's what you have, that's what people have to remember you by. So, there it is. Fill in the blanks.
I'd like to know what's happening tomorrow. But I admire people who do feel that way. Or we need our adventurers too, you know. We need the adventurous souls too.
There's point A and point B, whatever happens in between, that's the best part.
I'm excited about the journey, but I'm afraid the journey's never going to happen, and I'm just going to fall into the lifestyle template of
you go to college, you get your degree, you meet someone, you get married.
Car payments, house payment, wife, kids, mortgage, wait to die.
Yeah. And like that's all I've known, and so like for like the whole like 21 years of my life I was like, this is what's gonna happen. And now I'm 22 and I'm like, nope, that's not how it's happening. And it's not happening for a lot of people, and that's okay.
And I think the problem is with that template is that's all we know.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
we feel that's like, I don't know how to do anything else, so this is probably gonna happen inevitably. I don't know how to change it because no one else has ever changed it before, and this is all I can do.
Not everyone is supposed to live that stereotypical maybe 50s lifestyle, raising a family, and I think everyone's just got their own path to take, and I think it's a good thing. It's fine.
Evil spirits travel in straight lines, is what I hear. So following that logic, I'm going to continue to make my own path. You know, and wherever that may lead me is like the fun, is the adventure.
For me, life is take what's coming up. You never know what is coming. So it's like a life is not a straight line where you just are going to a line. You have a way. You have a way to go. Maybe the first half of year. Then you get to a place. You can go there. You can choose. And if you go this place, it's like you can go. You are ending other places, and you wouldn't have ended there if you hadn't chosen the other way.
Yeah, yeah, it's like being like, all right, like, this is what's happened. This is the choices I've made, and like, and then as long as you can be happy with it, and you know, look in the mirror and be like, okay, this is fine, and this is good, then, you know, you're making the right moves in life, I think.
What do you want to be when you grow up?